What does it feel like to travel through one of the most dramatic mountain regions on Earth, where peaks, valleys, glaciers, and golden fall colors collide? This is Pakistan. Over the next days, we'll travel through the Karakoram, one of the steepest and most powerful mountain ranges on the planet. A place where fall turns the valleys golden and the mountains into a glowing wall of color. Our journey began in Islamabad. After a short stopover, we boarded one of the most scenic flights in the world, an immediate highlight of this trip. Flying towards Skardu feels surreal. The plane drifts over jagged ridges and frozen valleys shaped by glaciers and some of the tallest mountains on Earth. It's the kind of flight where you stop thinking and you just stare out of the window. We've landed in Skardu, gateway to the high mountains of Gilgit-Baltistan. Today, we're taking the Karakoram Highway, often called the roof of the world. Once one of the most dangerous roads ever built, it now winds down smoothly along the Indus River through deep canyons and massive rock walls. Every corner opens into a new landscape. It feels like driving deeper into another world. Hunza Valley must be one of the most beautiful places in Pakistan, surrounded by massive peaks and covered in golden fall colors. Our first sunrise here was incredible. Right outside our hotel, the mountains slowly lit up, and as the sun finally came over the ridge, the whole valley shifted into warm tones. The fall colors really came alive in that moment. Later, we explored the nearby town, calm streets, local shops, and the everyday rhythm of life in Hunza. We visited the Bolted Fort, a 700-year-old fortress overlooking the valley, and got a glimpse into the culture and traditions that define this region. By sunset, the mountains caught a deep red glow, a dramatic finish to the day. We ended up the evening around a small bonfire under the clear sky full of stars. The next day, we started exploring Upper Hunza, and I had no idea just how many unbelievable places we were about to see, one after another. We started at Hunza River Viewpoint, standing above a valley carved by glaciers. From here, the size of everything really hits you. Layers of rock, twisting river channels, and peaks in every direction. Next stop, Attabad Lake. Formed by a landslide in 2010, the color of this lake still catches you off guard. A shade of blue that looks almost unreal. Then came the Hussaini Suspension Bridge. Long, narrow, and shaking over glacier water. Definitely a bit nerve-wracking, but such a fun experience. At Bored Lake, everything slowed down. We paddled across calm waters with giant rock faces rising around us. It felt quiet and remote. Later, we climbed the Glacier viewpoint. The ice stretched for kilometers, rugged, cracked, and full of detail. And finally, the Pasu cones, one of Pakistan's most iconic mountain views. These sharp, pointed peaks rise straight out of the valley, and it almost doesn't feel real. By the end of the day, it felt like we had seen 5 different countries in just one afternoon. We didn't know it yet, but today would take us from silence at sunrise to one of the wildest roads we'd drive in Pakistan. Before sunrise, we set out for a morning hike, climbing up the Baskochi viewpoint, a narrow ledge perched high above the lake. As the sun began to rise, soft light slowly filled the valley below. From the top, the view was unbelievable. A straight drop to the water, glowing blue in every direction. Back at the hotel, the morning stayed calm and peaceful. One single boat drifted across the lake in total silence, a moment that felt almost cinematic. In the afternoon, it was time for a new kind of adventure. We jumped into 4x4s and began our climb. Over an hour of winding gravel tracks, tight turns, and epic scenery all the way up. The road alone was absolutely wild, but nothing prepared us for the view at the top. We were standing at what would be our highest point of the trip. The air felt thinner, the horizon stretched wider, and the glacier below looked almost unreal. After a short stop in Gilgit, we arrived back in Skardu, ready to spend the final stretch of our trip exploring the lakes and valleys nearby. Skardu sits in a wide valley with dramatic mountain views. It's quieter than Hunza, but no less scenic, especially in autumn. We began at Upper Kachura Lake, a calm, colorful spot with golden trees and deep blue water. As the sun came out, the colors really popped. A short boat ride gave us a peaceful break in the middle of the day. At Lower Kachura Lake, we stayed at a small hotel right by the shore. The lake is known for its heart shape from above, and it's a great place to slow down. Sunrise and sunset here were simple but special. Clear air, golden trees, and quiet all around. We set off into the valley behind Skardu, not knowing just how special the day would become. We stopped at another epic suspension bridge completely empty just for ourselves. It gave us that feeling of freedom and exploration that defined so much of this trip. Quiet roads, wide open spaces, and a chance to see places most people never do. A little further down the road, the landscape shifted again. We reached the Chocolate Rocks, soft round hills with layered textures and colorful water running beside them. Such an unexpected and unique place to come across in this valley. But all of it was leading to one moment. We raced the light toward the Safaranga cold desert. Our guides had gone ahead with 2 horses heading for the dunes. Clouds rolled in, and for a while it looked like the sunset wouldn't happen at all. Then, just as the sun reached the horizon, the sky opened up. golden light poured across the sand, dust trailed behind the horses, the mountains glowed in the distance. We just stood there, taking it all in. This was one of the most unforgettable moments of the trip. On our final morning in Skardu, we couldn't resist heading back to the desert. This time, we visited Katpana, another cold desert just outside the city. The mountain backdrop here was even more striking and the compositions completely different. Wide open dunes, tighter textures, and layers of peaks rising behind it all. Later that day, we rode out to Chundah Valley, along dirt roads, passing quiet villages and scattered trees still holding on to their golden color. We hiked a short trail that opened up to a stunningly wide view across the valley below. From above, the valley looked like a mosaic. Winding fields, scattered homes, and bursts of autumn colors stitched together across the land. This was one last reminder of just how wild and beautiful this region is. Pakistan surprised me in every possible way. The landscape, the colors, the silence, the people. From Hunza to Skardu, from lakes to deserts, from glaciers to glowing mountains. This journey showed a side of Pakistan that feels raw, untouched, and incredibly beautiful. This trip was made possible with the support of Facing North Travels, who hosted us on this unforgettable adventure. You can find more about them in the description below. Thank you for watching, and thank you, Pakistan, for this incredible experience.